Hey guys, it's your girl Naturally Nata here, and as you can tell, there's something weird going on. Half of my hair is actually straight and the other half is in its natural state. So as you can probably tell, I'm going to be straightening the other half on camera for you guys today, and I'm just going to show you how this amazing new tool that I was introduced to works. If you're an Instagrammer or even a Facebooker, I know you've seen these straightening brushes going around, and I finally got my hands on one. The one that I'm going to be demonstrating for you guys today is by Kandy, as you can see right there. They are really big on Instagram and on Facebook, and they reached out to me to see if I wanted to try their straightening brush. I was very hesitant at first. I have not straightened my hair since the end of 2015, or I would say, yeah, I have not straightened my hair since the end of 2015 or the beginning of 2016, somewhere in that range. So it's been a really long time. I really wanted to make it a point not to straighten my hair anymore. I was really skeptical about using this product right here because I did not want to damage my hair any more than it already has been damaged. But they assured me that it's indirect heat, which is really cool. I had no idea that it would be indirect heat. The place where the heat is coming from is actually this back plate right here. So what you do is you basically take a piece of hair. We're going to use small pieces, especially for black women type of hair. They suggested using medium sizes, but medium sizes with straightening this does not work. You have to do small pieces, and what you do is you just spread the hair out, because once again your heat is coming from here, and you just pull it down facing outwards, and yeah, it straightens your hair. I did 2 passes for each strand of my hair, and I also used a heat protectant. Kandy does also have a heat protectant. I don't have their heat protectant, so I use this one right here, which is the Beyond the Zone Turn Up the Heat that you can get from Sally B. This is not the only product that they sell, but this is the box that it comes in. They have actually a lot of products, which is really cool. They have hair accessories, hair products. When you order it, you get this. It also comes with this right here, which is so cute, which is like a case that has foil in it to keep, you know, if it's still hot and you put it in here, that would be fine. They also sent me some of their clips, which work really well for keeping your hair out of the way when you're straightening it and just separating your hair. So these really come in handy. They're crop clips. They also work good for doing your makeup. I use them all the time when I'm doing my makeup to keep my hair out of my face. They also have this wet dry brush that you can use on wet hair or dry hair. I will say this does not do very well at detangling. Since my hair is dry, as you can see right now, this is not going to detangle my hair. But it does work well once your hair is already straight, and it works well when your hair is wet. I have used this when my hair is wet, and it does work pretty well, especially to be I used to call these white girl brushes, like, no joke. So it does work pretty well on my hair to be a white girl brush. I hope nobody takes offense to that. But yeah, I'm done rambling now. I'm going to jump into this video and show you how the straightening brush works. So if you're interested in seeing me straighten this side of my hair using the Kandy brush straightener, you know what to do. Just please keep watching. What we're gonna do is we're gonna straighten this hair. You can see the huge difference in between my hair right here. I'm like really shocked. I filmed the first part of this video on Instagram Live. Follow me on Instagram if you are not, because I do live videos, and I'm gonna try to start to do more as far as makeup and hair and everything like that. We're gonna start off by spraying this all over my head. Using a heat protectant, I would say, is very important for straightening your hair, and even with this tool, even though it's in direct heat, still really important to spray something on your hair. My hair is dry. I washed it and then I just let it air dry. I wanted it to be completely dry. You don't want to start to put any type of heat tool on your hair when it's still wet, even though this is indirect heat. If you don't know the difference between indirect heat and direct heat is something where the heat is not directly touching your hair. So another example of indirect heat would be like a dryer, like a hooded dryer. If you sit under one of those, that's indirect heat. Direct heat is like a flat iron, where you're taking your hair and you're putting it in between 2 hot burning ceramic plates and like frying it. That's not good. That's what can cause heat damage, and that's why I have stayed away from straightening my hair. So now that we have a small section in the back, I'm actually going to end up splitting this in half. This is how big you really want these sections to be that you're straightening. You do not want to do something too large. Even this is too large for a black person's type of textured hair. If you have a different texture, thinner, or you know, maybe mixed girl type or white girl type, you could do a larger section, but for me it needs to be as small as possible. So this is the brush right here. It's a really pretty blue color. It comes with the power button, which is this right here, and then it also comes with a plus and minus button to adjust the heat. So to turn it on, all you have to do is hold down the power button. Sometimes it can take up to 15 seconds, but as you can see, that did it very well. The heat goes all the way up to 450. They suggest taking it all the way up to 450 to really get your hair straight. That's another thing that I was really skeptical about, was putting 450-degree heat on top of my hair. But since it's indirect, we're gonna do it. It has 60-second heat up time, so it heats up very quick. You can see how fast those numbers are going up, which is really awesome. Sometimes when you're using heat products, it can literally take like 5, maybe even more than 5 minutes to get the tool to the temperature that you want it to be. So the fact that it heats up in 60 seconds is really nice and really convenient. So we're almost there. Yes, so now we're at 450. You want to hold down the plus and the minus button together, and that locks the heat. So say you're, you know, straightening your hair and you accidentally touch the plus or the minus button, it's not going to move it. And you definitely want to lock it, because I tried to do this before and I just kept like hitting the buttons. Next thing I know, I was at like 370 instead of 450 because I kept hitting the minus button. Now that I have one of the crop clips in my hair, I'm just going to start to detangle this section right here using a wide tooth comb. You definitely want to make sure your hair is detangled. The tool says that it is a brush and it looks like a brush, but it's really not. It's a tool, it's an appliance, so it's not going to detangle your hair for you. So you definitely want to make sure it's detangled, or this brush ain't going down your hair. Trust me, I've tried it. So you want to start really close to the root, as close to the root as you can get it, and then just spread your hair out onto the brush. You don't want it clumped all over each other. You want it to be as flat as possible against this back part where the heat is coming from, and then you just want to pull it down. And as you can see, it's already straightening it. Like I said, I did it twice, so I'm just going to put it back up there towards my roots, and then I'm just going to pull it down. Yes. It's really hard to get the ends sometimes because my hair is thick, especially at the ends. So now I'm just going to put it back at the top and then run it down one more time. Ooh. So as you can see now, I'm all the way done. So I'm just gonna run the brush through it. I think having this to refresh your hair, like, you know, when you wake up in the morning and your hair needs to be touched up just a bit when it's straight, this would be a good way to touch up your hair also. It's not perfect. It's definitely not perfect, but it's good enough for me. I don't want it to be like bone straight because that can't be good for my hair. This might not be good enough for other people, but it is good enough for me. I think that it worked amazingly. So now what we're gonna do is just clip these ends. I'm gonna show you guys how I clip my ends, and then I'll show you the final look. Just gonna take some hair shears right here. Just gonna clip those dead ends off. Anything that's looking straggly. And as you can see, my hair is still very even though I've been clipping my ends with my hair being curly. Do not let anybody ever tell you that you cannot clip your hair, that you have to straighten your hair to clip your ends, because that is not true. Your hair won't be uneven, and it's perfectly fine. My hair is even, and I have been cutting my hair since it's been curly I've been trimming my hair and cutting it since it's been curly for the past couple of years. I've been doing it myself. And like nowadays, I love cutting my hair. Like I like really like it. I like doing it because I know that it's making my hair healthier. As you can see, the Head Kandy brush definitely does work. And if you just want something to do like a nice job, but not get your hair extremely like bone straight, just something you can use that's indirect heat, something that's safe. Or if you use this to straighten your hair, like if you're putting your hair in some type of style where you need your hair to be flat and straight.
We're going to I want your hair. And then we